Okay, today I want to go over our new RO system that we built for this season. RO is a reverse osmosis system that removes water from sap. It separates out what's called permeate and concentrate from each other. Your concentrate has your sugar in it. You want to keep that. It significantly reduces your boiling time and the amount of fuel you need. For this setup, what we did was make a fully mobile setup in a cooler box. It's got a telescoping handle there. It's a Igloo Ice Cube 60 quart cooler. And this cooler keeps it warm enough at night to leave out even when it's freezing, because we've got a heater in there so your membranes don't get frozen and ruined, yet it's fully portable, which is wonderful. So we're going to go over everything that's on the outside and the inside. We'll start with what's on the outside. So starting over here, you've got an Inkbird temperature controller. This is what will turn on the heater inside once the temperature drops below a certain value. We kept it above 37 degrees inside and around 40 actually for kind of steady state. We've got a pressure gauge over here. Also, all the electronics to turn the RO on and off. There's a 24-volt power supply inside this box, as well as a level controller. And I'm going to walk through this really quickly. And then if you are interested, please put comments in the video to see more details on the control system setup. But essentially, you can turn the RO on, or to be using float controllers or level controllers to turn the RO on and off. It's a three-way switch. Up here, you can actually select if you want a high and low level sensor engaged, or just the low. For high-low, it is turning on at the high point in your tank and turning off at the low point. Low is just turn off at the low. Okay, so you can manually start the RO and it will turn off when you run out of sap, or you can have it automatically turn on and automatically turn off. This is great if you're worried about overflowing your sap tank. Maybe you've increased your number of taps and you don't want to overflow that on a big day, and you want the RO to start when you're not able to be home to start it manually, or maybe just to give yourself a head start on the day, right? You want to start creating concentrate, putting that into your feed tank, or even just recirculating it. All right, let's look down below. Okay, actually, right here, these two wires are your high and low sensors. Again, they're just two wire sensors that sense the resistance of the fluid to turn it on or off. This just goes into a little tube outside of our tank that tells us the level. And that's using a GRL802 level controller. Down below here, we've got our sap inlet, our permeate, and then this is our concentrate exit. This is our main pressure control for how we regulate the pressure of the system, putting back pressure across the membranes to push the permeate out. And then we teed this to be a feed to our concentrate tank, and then a recirc line that we can close if we want to. So depending upon the speed of evaporation we're getting, we can just kind of match by dialing this in how much concentrate's going to the evaporator and how much is maybe going back to be recirculated through the RO again until we run the whole sap tank dry. All right, let's take a look inside. Okay, we're going to take a look inside here and explain the basics of it and what we've got set up. We used 5 of these 400 gallon per day membranes, all plumbed in series this year. It worked great. We were able to go from about 1.25% sugar in our sap up to 7.5 to 8% sugar in the concentrate feeding our evaporator. So that's a very significant reduction of water and boiling time and fuel usage. Really, really awesome. Okay, starting where the sap comes in, you'll see that little gray inline strainer down there. That's just to filter out any small particles that might be coming into the pump. We want to protect the pump. We've got a Core and Water 8900K booster pump. This is a great little pump that goes through this inline water filter. We've got a 5 micron water filter in here just to get out some more of the finer sediment in the sap. And that's going to go through your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these membranes. And every single one of those, you can see, is going to be plumbed together for the permeate exiting, and then as well the concentrate exiting out. Okay, now this is our heater setup. What we used here was just a silicone strip heater that we adhered. It's 100 watt, okay, 120 volt, 100 watt silicone strip heater. We adhered it to these heat sinks, these aluminum heat sinks, using high temperature RTV. And then we just put these little brackets on here to hang this down in here. Okay, so these are what actually maintain a very constant temperature inside our box. Okay, so that's the basics, guys. This worked awesome. We ran almost 2,000 gallons of sap through it this year, and it worked great. So really wouldn't make any changes to it. Was very happy with it. And if you like this video and you want to see more content pertaining to maple sugaring or reverse osmosis or the control system, please like below. Consider subscribing to our channel and put comments in with questions or suggestions for additional topics. Thanks.